Hey, what's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building Haunter. Now, I got this Pokemon from candypatterns.com, description down below, go check him out. So what do we need? Well, we need some black wool, purple wool, magenta, white wool, light gray wool, red wool, and then a bit of pink wool. So let's get started. We're going to begin with 2 blocks of our black wool, but let's line up the best we can. So 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2, then purple and magenta. We're going to grab our black wool and replace 2 blocks on this side, and then purple and magenta, and a black wool right here. Then right here on the left side of this block, we're going to start placing 3 blocks of our black wool going straight up. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to attach 4 blocks going towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. So make sure you guys have this so far. Let's take a little step back. This is what you guys should have so far for your little Pokemon. Now what we're going to do next is that we're going to grab our purple wool and we're going to place 1, 2, and then 1 magenta block and a purple wool right below. And then we're going to place a black below that. Then we're going to go up by 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to place 1 on top again and the left and towards the right, so it makes like a T. And then we're going to do a row of purple wool. I really like that purple wool color. It's probably my favorite color, so. Alright, so now back to this Pokemon. Now we're going to grab our purple wool and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 right above the T that we just built not too long ago. And then next to it, we're going to place 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place 1 block right here so it's diagonally below it and towards the left. And then we're going to do another row of purple wool. And there we go, we have built his little hand. Now on this side, we're going to place 2 black wool, so 1, 2. And then 1 purple, 1, 2 over black. And now we're going to place 2 black wool blocks going upwards and diagonally towards the right. So here's going to be our first, and then our second black wool going upwards and diagonally towards the right. Now we're going to grab 2 purple wools and 2 black wools. And then we're going to do a purple. And then 2 magentas, just like that. And then we're going to go up by 3 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to attach 2 and 2 right here. So make sure you guys have this for your Pokemon. We're coming along really nicely, even though this is kind of a complicated tutorial, because I mean there's a lot of blocks like intersecting and whatnot. It's actually really simple to follow. Just make sure that your Pokemon looks like this so far before we move on to the next step. And that next step is going to involve grabbing our magenta wool. We're going to place 1 block right here. And then next to it, we're going to place 4 blocks, making a square just like this. So 2 more, and there we go. That's going to be our square. Now we're going to grab our purple wool and replace 2 blocks next to these 2 black wools that we placed. And then we're going to place 2 black wools on top, 2 purples to the left. Then we're going to grab our black wool and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 block just like this. Now we're going to place 3 black wools like so. And then above it, we're going to grab our purple wool. And then we're going to place 2 magentas. We're going to grab our black wool and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. And right next to these 2 blocks, we're going to place 3 black wool. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to grab our magenta and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And then actually we're going to take this one out. We only needed to place 3 magenta wools. Because right here, we're going to place 3 black wools. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to grab our magenta. And starting right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here, we're going to place 2 black wools. And then once again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with our magenta wool. So now let's take a little step back. This is what we should have so far for our Pokemon. Now let's continue on, and we're going to grab our purple wool, and we're going to place right here in the top, actually no, right here, I'm sorry, let me restart this for a second. Okay, so we're gonna grab our purple wool, and right here, in this gap of 2, we're gonna place 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna grab our black wool, and we're gonna place 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna grab our purple wool, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 2 magenta wool blocks. We're gonna grab our black wool, and we're gonna place 5 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 black wools. Then we're gonna grab our magenta wool, and right here, starting in this first purple block before the 2 magentas, we're gonna place 5 magenta blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sits this time. And then starting from where we left off, we're gonna place 5 going towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right here in the middle, we're gonna place 1, 2, 3. So make sure you have this big patch of our magenta wool. Oh, are they going to crash into each other? They might. Hopefully not. So just make sure you guys have this so far. Let's take a little step back. Pause it if you need to. Now let's go back up here. What we're going to do is that right here, we're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3. And then 1 black wool there. And magenta here. And 2 magenta blocks on the left. Now we're going to switch our black wool, and we're going to place 2 blocks here, and then 3 going down. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3. Then a purple wool, and 2 black wools. We're going to grab our purple wool, and we're going to place 1 block. And then right below this block, we're going to place 7 blocks going straight down. So 1, 2, 3, whoops. How many do we have? I lost count. We have 3. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then right here, we're going to place 3 going up. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 1 before the top, and we're going to place 1, 2, purple wool, and then black, black. Make sure you guys have this so far. Pause it if you need to. Look at that. They didn't crash, but they came close, so. Okay, so now what we're going to do next is that we are going to grab our red wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and then 1 block right here. We're going to switch it up to our black wool, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once again, on top of this 4 blocks of our black wool, we're going to place 1 red and then 6 black wools. And then we're going to go up. We're going to place 2 magenta wool blocks, so 1, 2, and then 1 black wool, and then 3 on top. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to grab our purple wool, and we're going to place 1 block here. Then next to it, 2 black wools. And then right here, we're going to connect them with 1 black wool. And then in this middle gap that you see here, we're going to grab our magenta wool, and we're going to place 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. So you can see there's a lot of empty spaces that we're going to fill in with our purple wool. Hopefully towards the end of the video. We're not going to bother with that now. So what we are going to bother with is that we're going to grab our black wool, and starting right here, we're going to place 2 blocks. So 1, 2. That was easy. Now right here, we're going to place 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then right below that, we're going to place 6 blocks going towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to place a black wool right here. And in this empty space, what we're going to do is that we're going to grab our red wool. We're going to place 1 block. And then 3 pink wools. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be his mouth. Now we're going to go to this little corner right here. We're going to place 2 magenta wools. So 1, 2. And then a purple wool here. And here. And then we're going to grab our black and we're going to place 1, 2. And now we are going to go up by 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's going to be the outline for your Pokemon. Now, the eye is missing, so we're going to do that next. But first, make sure you guys have this so far. I like to take plenty of breaks throughout the video, so just in case you messed up a block, this would be a great stopping point to just double check that everything is lining up the way it needs to be, so we can be done with this tutorial and just have it showing off in your world, because I think this will be a really cool Pokemon to add to it. So now what we're going to do, it's that right here in this little corner that you see right by the red, we're going to grab our purple wool and we're going to go up by 2 blocks. And then on top of these 2 blocks, we're going to grab our white wool and we're going to go 1, 2, and light gray and black wool. So make sure you have those 4 blocks. So it's going to be 2 white, light gray, and then black. And then we're going to do for this row, we're going to place 1 black, 1 light gray, and then 2 white. Now we're going to grab our black wool, and in this row, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 blocks of our black wool, and then 1 white wool. Now for this other row, we're going to start right here, and we're going to place 1 black wool, 1 light gray, a white, and then to finish it off, we're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to place 2 blocks right there. And that's going to be his eye. Now all that we have left to do is just grab our purple wool, fill him in, and we'll be done. But first, make sure you guys have this, and I'll fill it in with you guys in a second. So now let's go do that, and I'll be back in a bit. And there we go, we have finished building Hunter, or Haunter, I'm not sure how you say his name, but regardless, we finished building him, and his Pokemon number 93 on the Pokédex. So, there you go guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little Pokemon tutorial. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button for us. Subscribe if you haven't so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Tell your friends about us, and we'll see you next time.